Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Lorena Creole, and of course, this is the Resort Recon Live podcast. This is my in studio show where we keep you guys up to date on what's happening in theme parks, and of course, answer any questions that you have about the parks. It's much easier for me to answer questions here in studio than kind of when I'm walking around the parks and everything like that. So that's why we have this particular show happening. So welcome again. My friends drop in and out as they are available, and that's what they do. So let's say I'll apologize. Late night gaming last night and haven't had all my coffee yet, but today's show, of course, is going to be fun. We're going to catch you up on some Disney news. I know, right? It used to be I'd always have a bunch of Disney news and then Universal news, but Universal has just been absolutely killing it of late. So Disney is kind of like, oh yeah, there's that other part. And of course, we're going to be covering some of the news about the grand opening of Epic Universe. It's kind of weird to me because I've been to Epic Universe 3 times, but now the park is officially open to the public. The first park I've ever seen constructed from just dirt being moved on the ground to boom, a full fledged theme park. So, real excited. Gonna be talking about all that stuff today. And of course, remember, you guys in the chat, you are my co hosts as well for the show. So definitely drop your comments and questions. We just all mix it up here together. Let's see. Hey, CJ, Lorena's friends are dropouts. I'm a PhD dropout. Ever tell you guys that? Yeah, I'm a PhD dropout. Basically, started a PhD program, and then companies were coming by looking for uh, looking for folks in tech, and they would raid grad schools all the time. So we were like, okay, I'm out. Grabbed the money and ran. So yeah, we're PhD dropouts. I see you guys coming on in. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see who we have got here. I see Sarah Rust. Hello, my dear, with that beautiful calico cat avatar. So cute. I think calico cats, they're usually girls. Calico cats are usually females, and ginger cats are usually male. I've never had a calico cat. I have had a ginger cat. He was spoiled rotten. I loved him to death. He looked just like Garfield. Hey, DJ Knight, good to see you, my dear. Hello. Says hi, Lorena. Well, good to see you, and glad you can't wait. Speaking of disappointments, the Stitch movie was a bit disappointing movie too. Overall, I enjoyed the film. I did have a couple of nitpicks between the live action and, of course, the animated show. Going to be talking about that on Tuesday because this weekend has been packed. I saw Lilo and Stitch. I got to go see Mission Impossible, and I have to go see Final Destination Bloodlines. So Tuesday is going to be a packed show talking about media for sure. Hey, Braylon, good to see you here in the chat as well. Always love your support. We've got Tom F in the chat, one of my amazing wrenches. How you doing? Says, hey, y'all. Happy Saturday. Yes, happy Saturday indeed. Indeed. Juliet is here. Sorry, there we go. Chat jumped on me. Says, good evening, Lorena in chat. Well, good evening to you. Always brings a smile to my face seeing that avatar of your beautiful grandkids. Love them to death. Let's see. Up, I got a friend in the back. Let me bring them on in. Hey, we got Tom F. How you doing, my
Hey,
dear?
everybody. How's it going?
Going pretty good. Going pretty good. I just keep looking at all your awesome guitars you got back there.
I changed them up a little bit. Bad. This way. Red one's a new one. I'm
Yeah,
not used to the reversed image thing.
I know. I still get it messed up. Don't worry.
Then
Don't
I have
worry.
more on this side, and then there's one hidden. If I go,
Oh, wow. I like that one.
yeah.
That one reminds me of Prince for some reason.
Oh, now I got to sell it.
Well, let's see who else we've got here in the chat. You guys starting to filter on in. Let's see. Keely Chow is here. Another one of my great wrenches says, hey, everybody. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. And let's see who else we've got. Yeah, X was hot garbage this morning. Um, Opened up X because I have the blue check so I can save bookmarks and I have them all organized and everything. And opened it this morning and my bookmarks were gone. I'm like, what? Okay. All
F
right.
X should be named F for effed up.
Yes.
Um, or X working, not working. All I can say is there's a certain I can't even say it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. It's from the center dealing with some of their stuff.
It I think the last one was a data center issue, supposedly, but
Yeah.
I'm just like, don't you guys have monitoring programs? I'm just saying, did solar winds go off and no one paid attention to it?
Mm.
Just
It's
saying. Hey, Vanessa, good to see you, my dear. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, here we go. We pop that up there. And let's
so
see.
I am going to go hang out with some friends tonight. So I'm not going to get the movie thing. We're going to go over to Universal around this evening. So I apologize for that. Taking Linda for
Um,
dinner. So
oh, that's okay. That's okay. If I didn't have something pre-planned, I'd be there too. But
okay.
hopefully I could connect with you guys
Yeah, because you know who's
later
in
this
town.
week.
Bob's in town
Yeah. Yeah, you're going back to Epic when? Wednesday?
Wednesday. Why you want to come?
I'll probably meet you guys like at we'll talk. Because I
Okay.
definitely want to connect with you guys on Wednesday. Since I don't have Dark Council that night, I can actually
Hmm.
count little bits, so that'll work well. Words and pictures. Hello, Lorena. Someone kindly donated memberships, and I received one. So thank you to whoever that was. All right. Well, um, yeah, I'm not sure. It could have been Chef Nation. It could have been Scott Westbrook. I'm not sure, but thank you so much for acknowledging that donated membership though. I'm so glad you got one and I hope you enjoy it. Members, you guys, well, number one, the Welcome to Florida show goes members only after 48 hours. So you guys have a whole treasure trove of Florida man crazy to go through.
I want to get on that show with you one day.
Oh, you should drop on.
Since I,
Definitely.
since I, since I live
Definitely.
here.
Exactly. So people
Yeah,
don't think we're
I'll be
making this
your
stuff up.
quintessential Florida guy, Florida man craziness.
I tell you, it's different here. It's so different here. So different. So yeah, plus there's the oh my gosh. I have to figure out what the movie is going to be, but I'll get back in touch with you guys about that. Epic Universe plus the Toonami theme park equal game over for Disney. Well, I will say if you look at what happened at Universal Fan Fest out in Hollywood between Jujutsu Kaisen and One Piece, we're getting a lot of anime that's coming to Universal.
Have you seen how quick the anime merch flies off those little carts? You know when you walk into City Walk I
Yes.
went to go get a One Piece shirt for my buddy Marino. He's a big One Piece fan. So I
Mhm.
took a picture of it. I sent it to him. I said, "Hey, do you want this one?" He goes, got back to me like 15 minutes later. And he's like, "Yeah, go get it." It was gone.
Yeah.
They went through 30 shirts. The guy said I sold out all 30 of them. I'm like, that was nuts. That's absolutely nuts.
Anime merch sells insanely fast. Because the only place you can really find it at Disney is over in the Japan Pavilion in Mitsukoshi. They sell a lot of stuff. Over at Universal, like you were saying, they have that one kiosk on City Walk for anime merchandise. So if you don't find it there, go in the studios part, go where Men in Black is, and that gift shop right there, about a third of it is nothing but anime merch.
Okay.
With people going through that. So yeah, they don't broadcast it, but I found it by accident and it's back there and it's got more stuff, even more stuff than the kiosk. So
Okay. I gotta definitely check that out for him because he definitely wants it. He's not a pass holder. So
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes, that's a great place to check. I would not be surprised. We're getting more anime. Definitely Pokemon. Yes, we're getting Zelda. I know we're getting Zelda. Probably Luigi's Mansion, but so much anime is coming. It is going to be insane. Let's see.
I
Oh
can't wait.
yeah,
This is
then
gonna be
they're
fun.
doing. Mm-hmm. I can't wait. I can't wait. Dengar Renegade, hello, says so. How you doing, Dengar? Good to see you. Good to see you. Did you hear that allegedly a lot of people are PO'd with the ending to Love in Deep Space? Really? I loved how angsty it was. I think with I think the people who are PO'd with that ending have never been invested in like a long-term soap opera. They're always messing with you.
It's
Always messing with you. People dying, resurrecting, showing up out of nowhere. Um, yeah. So I thoroughly liked it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I couldn't get into that game. That's not my speed.
Yeah, it's because there's different games for there's different games for everybody. So I kind of switch from it's like I have those like RPG games that I like to play, Atome games, and then the ones where I just want to shoot
We
a
got to
lot
play
of
some first
stuff.
person shooters against each other. I got to get that all set up, and we got to definitely do that. I'm thinking maybe we could raid Dadman's Fortnite stream. I've never played the game, but I'm thinking we should drop in on him and just see if we can gank him.
I suck at the only thing I'm good at in Fortnite. I'm the sniper. Okay,
I've never played it yet, so I'll be in the same boat as you.
I am. It's just Fortnite. I just could not get into it. Even though Dad Man's like, "Oh no, you do fine. You do fine. You do fine." I'm like, "Okay." So long as y'all know up front what my limitations are. I mean, I'm not the best, but you know what? You get
Well,
me on the back of a truck, I will pick off everybody coming at us.
hey, listen, I have never played it yet, so I'm going to be like the biggest handicap in the world. So I'm going to be like, free kill here, free kill here.
That would actually be a fun stream. That would be fun. I would do that. Hey, Rod. Super busy today. Sorry I couldn't support the stream, but I'm stopping in to give my like and chat and support. Well, always great seeing you, my dear. It happens, man. It happens. As soon as the stream is over, I got to go head first into all the domestic engineering stuff I have at my house. That's what I call housework, domestic engineering. That's what I call that. Especially
What's
when I
that?
got to fix
I
stuff.
don't do that.
You don't do domestic engineering?
I get yelled at. I do lawn maintenance. Lawn
That's
maintenance and gardening.
important. That is important. Mm, very important. Let's see here. Marilyn and hello, the Reina and chat. Good seeing you, Marilyn. Hope you're having an amazing day. Amazing day. and BR Geist. Hello. Hi, Lorena and Tom. I was there opening day at Epic, and it was such a great experience. Ah, all right. I'm expecting to hear a lot of comments coming from you because I did not. I purposely did not go opening day. Well, I screwed up and I didn't get tickets for opening day, but I'm
You
glad
know
I
they opened
didn't.
those up, right?
Which
I
ones?
went on the pass. There was a mess up on their app. When you went in, you had to go through actually three different ways. You went a regular way, everything was blocked out. If you went a
Mm-hmm.
Florida resident, things were blocked out for that week. But if you went into their pass holder link, magically the days were all open.
Hmm.
And I found it by accident. And then I called them. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm trying to get days because Wednesday was blocked out. Tuesday and Wednesday was this coming week was blocked out.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I want to get this. Like, no, you have to go through this link. I went through it and I was like, you're telling me I could have really? And then you see the reflection of the pass holder discount. I think my ticket was $160 after taxes, like 156, something like that.
Wow. Well, I think it's pretty. I think yeah, it's a glitch, but I think it's pretty cool that they have it open for pass holders. Lilo and Stitch, not the okay, okay. Lilo and Stitch. Again, I am going to save my comments about the Lilo and Stitch movie for
I haven't seen it
Tuesday's
yet.
Resort Recon. Because yes, I did go see it. What I want to do is I actually want to go back and watch the animated movie again because while I enjoyed my experience, don't get me wrong, it's like I enjoyed it. There's some things to talk about, but I'm going to be talking about that on Tuesday. Wow, shows where my brain was. You got to be specific, man. It's like when you're doing a database query, when you're not specific enough, you'll get a whole bunch of stuff back that you didn't expect to
Bone
get.
search, star dot star. Oops.
I didn't want that.
Give me
Oh,
everything.
yeah. I didn't want that. Okay. I should have excluded all the null entries. All right. Let me go
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Don't
Fix
start at
that.
start. Come on.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Kevin Davis. Universal Studios should have promoted this park everywhere to the public. They dropped the ball. They pretty much did advertise it. They had Super Bowl commercials that were super slick. If you're local, I've seen advertisements in the movie studios, advertisements on social media. I've pretty much seen it like everywhere for the most part. But hopefully they'll keep pushing it. I think with word of mouth it'll be fine. Everyone pretty much knows that it's there. Especially when Disney World president was it Jeff Vail congratulated Universal and Epic Universe. So
Oh, I didn't hear that.
yeah, yeah. He made a statement basically saying, oh, it's great you guys are here and it all lifts tourism up. I'm like, that's way different than Bob Iger saying, you know, if it wasn't for Disney, you Florida Hicks wouldn't have a darn thing. So very nice change in tone there. I do like that. But at the same time, they kind of have to, you know.
Yeah, they do.
They do at this point. They really, really do. Dan's Life at the Kingdom. Hello, my dear. I think you were there opening day as well, right, Dan? Hopefully, I remember that. I think you did say you were going to be there opening day. Good to see you, my dear. Good to see you. And wait, do I see Mama Lugo in the chat?
She was there.
Hey, Mama Lugo says, "Hey, Tom F and Lorena. Good seeing you, my dear. Hope you are doing well, relaxing in beautiful Bradenton. Yeah, it's been a
Yeah, I
while
was
since
just
I've been to
telling her
Bradenton.
we have family there.
That is nice.
It's a pretty area.
I got to make it out to the beach before um, the tourists thoroughly invade.
I agree. Linda wants to do the shell collecting again. We hit Sanibel, I think 2 years ago. That
Ah,
is gorgeous. We haven't
mhm.
been back for a while because we just haven't had time with everything going on. but that's a really pretty area. Um, Bradenton's nice also. You still got to do the Keys, but I
Yes, I
thought
know.
Key West wasn't a really great beach compared to some other parts of Florida. It's a really
Hmm.
great place to go, but the beaching, yeah, it wasn't as picturesque.
Oh, yeah. I just want to check out the Keys to say that it went and to see it, and of course, go by the marker that shows that you're like what 60 miles away from Cuba,
Yeah, I
southernmost point.
when we were going by, we rented. Okay, I was there with my brother, my sister, our family. We rented a big golf cart. Okay, it was like one of those 8 people golf carts. Okay, I'm the only sober one there, and I'm driving this golf cart around with these guys, everybody in the golf cart, and we're going past this thing, and my brother goes, "Stop, stop! I want to run out to this point." So I'm trying to drive by. I didn't get a chance to stop. His drunk butt jumped out, ran towards the thing, starts jumping down, trying to take picture, cuts in front of people, and I'm just like, this is only in Key West. It's a Florida man moment. It really was, but he's from New Jersey, so
Well, on this show, at least on the Welcome to Florida show, New Jersey is Florida man by proxy.
yeah. Oh my god.
It's something else. But yes, the other thing in Key West is you've got Australians driving bicycles drunk. Hmm.
People on those rented scooters racing each other is comical because it's like two things that go 25 miles an hour going nowhere trying to race each other down the road, and you can tell they're blasted, they're totally drunk, and it's like, what are you doing, people? What are you doing?
Hey Phil, how you doing? Good seeing you. Good seeing you. And Dan, I said Dan. Yeah, I think you said stuff was a walk on the first day, opening day. I have my theories about that, so I'm glad it was like that. Epic.
I'm waiting for Wednesday to see what happens. I've been watching the wait times this morning.
Hmm.
Battle of the Ministry at I think it like 10 a.m. said 90 minutes. Some of the other ones said 15. Matter of fact, I'm going to check it now and see what it's doing.
It went down drastically. I know the first day, I think it was like a 300-minute wait. I'm like, because everybody's going over there, of course. Again, with just see if when it comes to queuing theory, okay, so if you have more people trying to get in than you have vehicles to service those amount of people, the line gets longer, the wait gets longer.
Yeah.
So it's just like with Hagrid's. As soon as that opened, literally when people got in the Islands of Adventure, that's where they were going. They were going to
Hagrid,
Hagrid's.
yeah, Hagrid's was more busy this morning than it said for about Battle of the Ministry. That was
Wow.
weird. I'm looking now. Let's see. Let's see.
Hey, Florentin, you're that close? Wow.
Hagrid's right now is a 120-minute wait.
That's pretty average for Hagrid. Yeah.
And let's see. Let's go to Epic.
Good seeing you, Florentin. Who else is in the chat? Dan says, yes, Lorena grand opening and the next day. I also got my commemorative ticket when you leave the park.
This
So
is
many things.
delayed.
For Hagrid's?
Nope. Battle of Ministry
Ballad Ministry?
delayed.
Yeah. So hopefully it should be back up. It seems to have been going on a good clip yesterday. Let's
Yeah, I mean,
see.
it doesn't look like it's definitely not capacity.
Mhm.
People are,
Ballad
the
Ministry.
pictures. It seemed busier when we were there
Hmm.
doing that live.
Plus, also with some of the attractions, I don't know if this is true for Battle of the Ministry. It probably is. I know for the Donkey Kong cart ride, we were delayed, what, like hour and a half.
Okay.
But we were delayed because they were putting more carts on the track, and that takes time to do and clear out. So by the time they got all those additional carts up, the wait time like went down by 2/3. So they're probably doing the same thing. How is the Epic Universe opening going anyway? We're going to talk about that We got some folks here in the chat who've actually been on opening day. So we are definitely going to talk about it. But before we get to that, let's get to some Disney stuff. 72 of you guys here. Thank you so much between YouTube and X. Glad X is back up. So please do make sure that you hit that like button over on YouTube and heart over there on X. Had to show this because every time I go to Disney, I always give props to the Orange County Sheriff's Office because you've got the sheriff deputies there. They are doing God's work out there at the park. But I saw this and this was so cute that I had to share it. So while visiting Magic Kingdom, a young boy wasn't chasing down Disney characters for autographs. He was more interested in real life heroes. When he spotted Deputy James McDonald, he ran over and asked for an autograph. Deputy McDonald signed his book and took it a step further by deputizing him on the spot, complete with a junior deputy badge. The boy's mom recorded the moment and sent it to us, and we're proud to share it here. This looks so cool.
I had to get sworn in to be a deputy, okay? You're going to get sworn in to be a junior deputy, okay? So you're going to be my eyes and ears when I'm not around. Okay?
Another one of that.
So do you promise to take care of your mom and dad when I'm not around? You gonna be good? Raise your hand and say I promise. Boom. You're an official junior deputy sheriff, okay? Welcome to the team.
Oh, wow. Look here, buddy. Good job, buddy.
One more.
That is so cool.
It's cool. My grandson has that with in New Jersey type stuff where he's known by all the police because he goes up, thanks them. That Orange did this and he carries a little badge around to deputize kids. That's just awesome. That's just awesome that this guy's doing this. I mean, that made that kid's day. That's it, you know.
It sure did. I don't know if all the deputies there have the junior deputy badge. I'm not sure if they do, but this is so cool. It's so cool, and it's so nice seeing kids being proud of law enforcement.
Yeah.
So I know if I got one of these, yep, I'm the eyes and ears. I will narc on all of you.
Hey, stitches get stitches.
Mm-hmm. So you got to be careful how you do that. Phil Metzger says, kids' dream came true where dreams come true. Yes, it did. So I know there's a lot to dump on with respect to Disney, but when I see positive things like this, you know, I have to share it out. It just reminds me of how Disney was, you know, back in the day. And they end up in ditches.
Oh, really? Yeah.
They're buried 10 feet under. That's why it's like if you're gonna narc, you gotta have a plan about how to do that, so it's not traced back to you. I won't say how I know, but I know. Keely Chow says that where I'm from, they end up in the Tennessee River.
Well, we got drainage ditches with gators.
Yeah, sometimes the gators will just
gators like live food. They don't like dead things. They like live food most of the time. Wait, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
You did. You did. They like to go and drown the food themselves.
Yeah.
Except at Gatorland, oh my gosh.
Well, they're used to it. They're just spoiled. They're spoiled gators.
They really are. I mean, the Jumperoo show, if you go to the one in the morning, they're usually more lively. But the one at the end of the day, they're like, you know, we already ate this stuff.
You know, I think a live stream from that St. Augustine Gator place would be cool too. Have you ever done that one?
I have not done that one yet.
That was cool. That was a cool little area. I mean, we did that a couple years back. I wouldn't mind going again. And I've been thinking about taking her up there. So, and check it out. And film the pirate store too.
I was going to say, I went to the pirate store first.
I'm good friends with the owner. I know Captain Scar pretty well.
Oh, okay. It was cool. It was cool. You got to check out the Pirate Museum when you go there. But yeah, I have to check out the Gator thing next time. So let's see. Here we are. Over here it's from allears.net. Disney reveals new look at the new Little Mermaid show coming to Hollywood studios. So I don't know how many of you remember the original Little Mermaid show. That was there. That was one of my favorites. Why do they have Unfairly Ever After here? Okay, well we'll get to that one in a little bit. But the original one I loved, especially as a fan of the Little Mermaid movies. When
When did
spring
that
break,
close? Because I think we took our granddaughter to it. I don't remember. We did so much.
I think it closed around, I want to say, I think around 2020 when everything went down for the pandemic
Yeah,
because
so
when
we
stuff
took her to
started
that
to come
before it
back up.
closed. Yeah,
Mhm.
we took her that 2018, 2019.
That sounds about right because it was closed during the pandemic. And when I moved here in May 2021, it still wasn't open. And there was like no plans or anything for it. We're like, what's going on? Is it going to open back up? Because it's quite a popular show. I mean, I've been going to it for years. I even went to it as a college student, and we're all in there completely singing off key and don't care.
Yeah, my granddaughter, she's a singer. Her and Linda were having a blast, and I'm just sitting there like, nope, I can't do this. You don't want to hear me. I'll make everybody run out of there screaming.
We absolutely loved it. My sister and I, we love singing Poor Unfortunate Soul from Little Mermaid. That's like our favorite song to sing. And it's such a great sing along when you get in the queue. It's gorgeous. It literally looks like you're in Ariel's treasure room and all that. And the show is amazing. So I have no idea why they decided to revamp it or whatever. I'll find out when it opens on the 27th. But Disney shared a first look at The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, and now we are getting even more excited to see this show in person. I guess they are. I'm cautiously optimistic. This show is replacing the old Little Mermaid show, Voyage of the Little Mermaid. Voyage of the Little Mermaid has been closed ever since the pandemic, okay, since 2020.
Okay.
So we are ecstatic that the new show is finally taking its place. So that's the new marquee. I have seen that. So that looks cool. So that's nice and refreshed. I like that. So these are the new photos that Disney shared. So it looks like, let's see, looks like there's a couple of puppets that are there, and looks like they added this up in the top with all the fish. That was from, I think, from the animated movie. So I guess they have the technology to project that on screen. It looks like the same color and stage update that they did for the Finding Nemo show over in Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
So
Yeah. I can see what you're saying on that.
yeah, so it's like they kind of updated the sets with the colors and all that. Just kind of made it look a bit more vibrant, and the sets a little bit more detailed. So we also got to look at the iconic boat scene with Prince Eric and Ariel. So, it looks okay. Doesn't look drastically different than
No,
what
not
it
much.
was before. No. And again, also, I'm just looking at the set update. So it looks like there's more lighting, probably projections that are up there, I'm guessing. So pretty much the same thing. And a closer look at Ariel alongside Flounder and Sebastian. So again, some more color. Looks like Ariel's suspended a little bit. So I don't think I remember that from last time. But I will say it looks like she's a bit more covered up.
A lot more.
I'm not, I remember the shell bra. There's no more shell bra. It looks like it's a bustier or corset.
It looks like a bathing suit.
Kind of does.
don't see the reason why they needed to fix that. She's a mermaid.
Now that throws me off because kids are going to go back and they're just like, that's not how she looks like in the cartoon, and that's not
Yeah.
what she looks like. She's got a shell bra going on.
Yeah, CJ, you're right. It does look like she has no torso at all.
None. That is not a mermaid figure. No. That's
No,
just
it
not
looks like
how-
somebody chopped a dolphin, put a red head on it. Well, sorry. Sorry.
No,
Disney.
no, it's absolutely true because I'm looking at it. I'm like,
It looks like somebody took a picture of Flipper,
yeah,
cut it
yeah.
off the top. He's right. There's no torso. It's like it's just like, what are you doing?
I
Unless
just like,
that's just a bad way they have it set up. That picture is just not flattering. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll see when I see the show, but I look at it. That's not a mermaid. It's not a mermaid figure. Phil, daggone
And
it.
it's you with red hair. I like that. Water moo.
Not for nothing, but it's just like, okay, if you're going to release a photo to the public, you really need to make it look like the best one. I mean, mermaid culture is something I've loved since I was a kid, and that's why I'm looking at this sideways like, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Mermaids have hourglass figures. I'm not seeing this here.
Yeah, it's kind of manatee crossed with a dump truck.
Yeah, it's not flattering. It'd be funny if they brought over some of the Muppets after closing their show and have Pepe the King Prawn replace Sebastian for the singing roles. I would be down with that. I love Pepe.
I like that.
I love Pepe. I would pay extra to see that.
They have a line going out of that show then.
I tell you. So at least, let's see. At least Flounder looks good. But let's see. Here's a peek at Ursula. She's definitely looking very menacing. Okay, this has been updated. They've got like the fog effect down here, the lighting effect down here. It looks like they've updated the Ursula puppet. It always looked good. It's one of the coolest effects, but it looks like they've plussed that up.
Ariel looks better there too.
Yeah, I just think that was just a not. Y'all should have had some fun with Photoshop to kind of. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But she still doesn't have the shell bra.
Money away. That takes money away from Bob's water bill.
Yeah, and he does like them 2 showers, right?
I heard it's 4 now. Since they added that park in Dubai, he had to double it.
BR Guy says they should do what they did on Broadway. Look up pictures. They had a great system where the mermaids glided around on heelys and the legs were concealed by a set of matching skirts with a tail behind. Ah. Well, the thing is, Broadway is a much more refined production. I agree with you.
Yeah. The Broadway area, the way they do that show, I'm going to reveal a little bit about myself going back over 20 years ago, closer to 30, when I used to go onto Broadway with a friend of mine who delivered CO2 and gas cylinders for the Disney shows there on Broadway. And like the setup and the stage, the labyrinth, they did it. It was mind blowing then. So I wouldn't doubt they have ingenuity to do the stuff they're saying and figure it out and make it look good. I wouldn't put it past them at all.
Now, I've been to 2. Where did I get dragged to see on Broadway? Wicked,
Cool.
and The Lion King.
You never got to see Cats?
I would rather be waterboarded than to go see Cats.
Well, when it first came out, it was good. I'm talking years ago.
Okay. Back then, maybe, but I do not like musicals really, unless somebody dies in it. That's why I like Phantom of the Opera. So if someone dies, I'm not interested. I think I'm just twisted like that. But when I saw Lion King on Broadway, the production quality and how they had like the puppets integrated with the actor on it, I was like, that is freaking genius. Absolutely genius. And I forgot how much I put out for paying for tickets because it was actually such a cool experience.
I don't even want to remember what I spent in New York City on Broadway shows. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could fund a Disney vacation or Universal vacation, go all around the world. Uh, did
I was like,
those? What was that one show? Oh my God, it was a line dancing show. I took her to like a river dance type show,
oh,
and
okay.
yeah, I spent. It was me, Linda, our daughter, my sister-in-law. I spent back then about $1,500 on tickets, and that wasn't counting food or anything else. So it was nuts.
That sounds about right. I think I paid 200 a ticket to go see Wicked and about the same for The Lion King before transportation. Well, we only came from Philly to New York. So one time I drove, another time we just took the train up there, but still
Well,
it was
I just lived over the George
crazy.
Washington Bridge, so we were 15 minutes from the bridge and maybe halfway between the tunnels. So, and then
Mhm.
we could take the water across too because we were right there.
Yeah.
So we could, the water taxi, well, the ferry was actually the most relaxing way to go. And
Mhm.
it actually, you know what the bridges cost to get into that dang trap. Yeah.
Yes, which is why I took the train a second time because
Yeah.
I think it was it 15 or $20 to go through the Lincoln Tunnel?
And I don't even want to know now. And then you have parking, and then and the parking is like crazy. It's stupid. Yeah, Florentin. I don't know what you're saying wow to, but if you ever seen the prices in New York just to get in, it's pretty much a 1 day ticket to some of the parks.
Yes. By the time gas, depending on what method of transportation you took, like I took the train business class into I think it was Grand Central.
Oh,
Yeah, it was Grand
oh,
Central because I didn't take the what is it? I think that was it. Uh, the train from Jersey, I think, which drops you off in Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden, yes.
Yeah. So I went to that one before, but I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So instead we went to Grand Central Station. But by the time you pay for that, by the time you pay for food, which is crazy expensive in New York City, then by the time you pay tickets, at least 200 and something. If you don't want to sit up in, the nosebleed section, you know, you're going to pay that much for a Broadway show ticket. Although I will say I enjoyed everything that I saw. I'm like, okay, all right, I guess kind of worth the money. But if you are on a Disney cruise ship, Broadway level show,
Never been.
Broadway level show. The ones on the cruise ships are amazing. The one that's closest to, I would say, is the one on the cruise ships would be the Beauty and the Beast show at Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
That one is really good. Been going to that one for years. I hope they don't mess with it,
My
but
granddaughter
that
loves
one's
that
good.
one also. It's we want to take. She wants to go back, and she's been, we've been kind of waiting to see what kind of Disney does first
I would.
before. I mean, like, listen, you want how much? They're not Florida residents, so I gotta, I can't get them the Florida resident price. You can't
Mhm.
play that game. She's old enough now; it's a full price ticket. The youngest grandson is still old enough; it's a full price ticket. So it's like, all right, he's into cars, but he's more into Transformers and stuff like that. So we're doing the battle between Universal or Disney, and we're trying to figure out cost analysis and everything else. And it's a pain. it's it's a tough choice because at one point we used to be okay. You just want to go to Disney, we'll just take her to Disney, and that was it. And that really sits in the back of my mind. It's like, is she going to get the same experience as she did last time?
Yeah, and it's not really like it used to be. Again, Camera Girl was raised as a Disney kid, but eventually she was just like, no, we'll just go to Universal. And like all the IPs that Universal has, that's like what she and the rest of her generation is into. Like one of the biggest trends on TikTok right now is meeting Igor in Dark Universe. Like literally, if you got footage of Igor in Dark Universe, everybody's got it on TikTok. See you later, Juliet. Thanks for being here. And yeah, this angle is horrible. This is not good. It's like she's got a potato sack. It's like not for nothing.
Looks like she's ready to give birth.
I mean, it
looks like she's like, okay, I'm hiding the baby bump.
It's just not. It's just not good. It's not, you know what? I think they're trying to make her look as unsexy as possible.
So some ticked off idiot decided to do this for what? To make her look this way. There's no reason for it. That's not going to sell Princess gear. That's not going to sell her stuff.
No, it is not.
I don't see little girls going, oh, I want to dress like her. No, you're going to have like, you even going to have the Disney women chicks going, what is that?
Yeah, because I'm looking at it.
Go, what the heck?
Disney needs to readjust and fast with Epic Universe Open. Yes, RJ McReady, they do. And it's kind of sad that Epic has this new park. What do we have? Oh, well, we got 2 new shows, and we've got a, Night Parade that's coming. That's a ripoff of what they're already doing at Tokyo Disneyland. So, that's what we have. And we're jacking up the prices too.
Did you see somebody put the circus Arcanu? I can never say that right. Arcane. They actually there was a video on it last night on YouTube, the full show. I don't know if it's still up there. But somebody filmed.
You know what? I think I know exactly what you're talking about, and I think they were from Japan.
Yeah, and they had it up there, and I was like, wow, how did it, they didn't catch it. And also somebody had the full point of view up for Battle of the Ministry, basically the whole ride, start to finish.
Yeah, I know someone who did the one from start to finish. I think I know who did that one.
It just came out too. So
it's a new one?
Yeah, they did it, and you could tell it's using a different device because the camera quality isn't there as much. So I'm wondering if they're relaxing a little bit on it.
I would say that they are for the shows. For Battle of the Ministry, I'm surprised they got on with that, because usually if the rides they have that much motion that's going on. Or was it the glasses?
I think it's glasses or something where you can't really see it like a lapel camera or something like that. He cut it. The person filming it cut it as he was getting on the ride vehicle, and then turned it back on as soon as they're on the ride vehicle. So I guess not to show their faces.
Yeah, that makes sense, because you can't really. It's like, yeah, you can see the cameras, but you can't see like the meta glasses, I think, that they have going on. But yeah, it looks like that video is still up. So I think for shows they relaxed it, because the day that I went to go see The Untrainable Dragon,
I want to see that live.
I didn't think we were going to be able to film, and the team member up front said, it's okay if you film, just no external lights. And people were clapping like crazy. They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, This is great. I get to film it. So I think the shows you're allowed to film, but Battle of the Ministry.
Because when we went to the circus, they wouldn't let us do it. Remember?
Yes. And that really annoyed me. I'm like, oh, but I so want to take pictures of it.
That stage was just
It was
awesome.
amazing.
And the
Camera
pictures
girl.
don't do it justice anyway.
They don't. They don't. There's just something about, because there's smoke and there's like the
Everything.
certain smell that's in the, it's not a bad smell, okay? It's at all, but it's such a sensory immersion experience there that is just crazy. Yeah, I hear you, Brian Mack. My girls don't care about anything Disney anymore. They're all about Universal, even before Epic. Yeah, because they torched their Disney Princess brand. That's what happened. Dylan says this still looks better than the live action movie. Haley deserved better, different movie musical. Yeah, she's got a lovely voice. She
I
really
think they could
does.
have done so much with her and broke off to another story, like it was Ariel's cousin or something like that. Did their own story and made a blockbuster out of it. But I don't know why they tried to rehash that and did her wrong like that.
Yeah. Hey, John E. Welcome, welcome, welcome. They don't make you check your bags on Ministry. You put them on the floor like Tower of Terror. Much easier to sneak something on, probably. Oh, okay. So no lockers for Battle of Ministry. All right.
What did you think of those lockers, the double lockers, when you had to lock your bag in that thing? I thought that was pretty neat when we went on Monsters. That was pretty cool.
I like that. The first time I saw a system like that was on the Velocicoaster.
Okay.
So it's the same locker system where it's
I
like
never
on one
rode that.
side, you put it in and you go back out and you pull it out that way. Yeah, that's something actually that do they have that on Tron? I'm trying to remember. I think they have it on Tron as well. Just not, it's not as intuitive. Because with this one, the only difference is on Velocicoaster you have to scan your ticket, and with the monsters attraction, it was just a facial scan.
Yeah.
So
I'm wondering. I mean, I keep hearing rumors that they're going to make Celestial Park open to everybody, and then have the portals face scanned. That I think would be interesting because it would open up the restaurants to a lot more people. I think they're going to plan to do that. I think it was Lou Wasserman's Ghost that actually brought that up on one of the topics, that they have the floor jacks at the portals already, and you can see it's like they have the scanning area there. So I wouldn't doubt if they're already wired for it.
Well, it's definitely wired over at Helios, if I remember correctly, that there's facial scanning recognition. So they know if you are a hotel guest, especially for early entry into the park from Helios. So not surprised. Universal filed a whole bunch of patents for facial recognition. So that would not surprise me. Hey, pretty cyber. Talking about Broadway level theme park show productions, my gosh, The Untrainable Dragon and Le Cirque Arcanu are definitely those levels. Yes, yes, they are. Remember the last show? I showed you guys the footage that I took from The Untrainable Dragon. Like they had this big, huge purple dragon that they had that was there. And then they have the clouds and you look up and you've got Hiccup on Toothless flying above the whole entire crowd. And it's not like quick over and it's done. It literally goes over the whole entire crowd in the building. And yeah, they definitely did. It was absolutely
I need to
amazing.
see that show. I really do.
You got to see that show. Oh my gosh, that show was awesome. I mean, I was stunned when I saw it. But here's Disney's other answer. First look, villains take center stage for new show at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So this is Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After. Now, some people who've gone have said this show was nothing but screens. and pretty darn disappointing. So this took over, I think, where they had something for cars. I forget what it is because I've never been through there. So who is the most understood Disney villain of them all? What you see is what you get. Do we care about the villains being misunderstood?
No, that's the whole part that makes him a villain. You really don't give a crap.
Yeah, no. No. There's that song, It's Good to Be Bad. What happened? So anyway, starting Tuesday, Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, and Captain Hook will invite guests to their Rickon realm at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So
Do you
there's
think they rushed this
yes,
to try to get some kind of cope going on?
yes.
Something to say, hey, we got something new to look at, because they're going to be full of walls again everywhere. And
Thank
this,
you, you guys. Let's
I
see.
don't know. I don't know on
That's
this.
what it was.
This just seems like cope.
This it's cope, and it's not the villain experience that people want. The villains is something Disney should not be able to screw up. But yeah, but they will. They will. The reason the villains are so popular is because they were unrepentant villains. So I could see if they built a whole brand new experience, even if it was just like a cabaret show with the Disney villains, where you could basically go in there and hobnob, with them. That would work.
That
But
that that
this,
would that would be really good. I mean, when we took the grandbaby to go to the character dining, and the Evil Queen and her stepsisters were there.
I
The
love
people
them.
playing them were so perfectly done in character. She was so entranced. It's like, if they were allowed to accept tips, I wanted to drop her a couple $100 just so she, it's like she made my granddaughter light up, and that to me was great. And she did it with all the kids. She didn't get, she kept it. The parents came up, she kept in character, and I'm like, okay, that's how it should be, and that was great. I don't know how a stage show is gonna do that.
Uh, No, I mean, I remember back in the day when 1900 Park Fair had the Cinderella dinner, and like you had Prince Charming, but they also had Lady Tremaine and the evil stepsisters there as well, and they were so in character. The evil stepmom, Lady Tremaine, she passed by, and this little baby just started crying. And without dropping character, she looked and she said, "Now that's power." I was like, dang, this is so worth the
Yeah, I would have liked to seen that.
It's great. The little kids would try to like hug the evil stepsisters, and they're like, ah,
Don't get your
perfect.
slime on me.
They'd argue with each other. No, I'm prettier. No, I am. No, I am. Yeah, I don't really see that experience anymore. You know, it was just something about them being villains. We like the villains, the way that they are. We don't need to freaking understand them. We just want to interact with them. Hey, Erica, how you doing?
Good. Hello.
Hey, Erica.
Hey.
Sorry I'm late. Uh, still training the young adult how to be an adult. And
I know that
yeah,
feeling.
yeah. Had to,
From a male
Mhm.
perspective, teaching another male, I just had a daughter, and yeah, I think it would have been easier teaching a male than a daughter. Sorry.
no, I got some attitude today. So yeah, we kind of had a little over planning properly with friends,
Mm.
Mhm.
getting your crap together. It's in the details in your planning. You guys need to communicate better. I know it's a whole thing because he wanted to go to a local fair they're having, and it's raining out too, so I don't even know if the kids even went to the festival. They probably ended up at one of their houses just to hang out. Oh, goodness. So I saw fat Ariel, super,
Yeah.
plus size Ariel.
Sea
Hang
cow?
on. Let me
That's my
go
new
back
name
over
for sea
here
cow.
and show what Arrow looks like. Now,
Oh, wait,
let
mermaid.
me let
It's a
me put this
mermaid.
out there. There are plus size girls who have hourglass figures. This is not one of them.
Uh, this is not no. This is just all rump from, like from her, bust line down. She's just like,
Yes.
"Rump."
There's no hourglass figure. There's no, I mean, no disrespect to the actress who got cast. That's not her fault. But dang it, Disney. It's like they do not want anything feminine. And this is why they torpedoed the Disney Princess franchise, because for the longest time, all that franchise did was make money,
That's
hand
what I'm
over
saying.
fist. I used to loathe anytime they came out with a new dress, because all the little girls would be in the Disney store getting the latest Disney princess dress that came out and all the accessories. And then you had the meet and greets. And then you had the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique before, they
The
let men dressed as women in there,
bippity
and that,
boppity, the
yeah,
bippity
Bibbidi
boppity,
Bobbidi
spend your
Boutique.
money.
Mhm. At
I just
least
wanna point
200
something
bucks.
else out. Her top, do you notice the stripes? I get, Cheshire Cat vibes when I look at it.
I do too now. It,
I can't unsee that, Erica.
it,
Sorry, I was one of the I blew up the photo and I'm like, "What's this? What's with the stripes? This is like Cheshire Cat stuff. Like, what
do
are you
they
doing?"
do they have eyes that does it disappear? I don't know, but I'm just looking at this and I'm like, this is not a mermaid
Is
top.
she in a seat or is she suspended from the ceiling on wires?
I
But
think
even still, they couldn't get her a tail that would that's more slimming, like, to her actual real figure. Because there's no way the actress is I'm sorry, is that and I know camera usually adds 10 pounds.
but this is no.
Uh,
I think
that's a bit much.
yeah.
She almost looks like she's a fill-in from a Weight Watchers commercial.
Maybe
Sorry.
she is a fill-in, maybe she's the alternate when they can't get I don't know, maybe it's not the regular Ariel.
That's a good point. Is when they were casting, they said female and female presenting. I don't know. Not to guess what, if it's a man or a woman, but this is the frumpiest mermaid outfit I have ever seen. And I can't wait
Oh,
for kids to be calling this out when they see this in
think
the theater, and
think
they
about
will
that.
call it out.
Oh, they're gonna
Think
call it
about
out
that for a
hard.
second, though. If it's a guy as a girl, are you gonna put him in a bra, and a bustier type bra, if they don't have the figure?
I think that's why instead of the shell bra that we
They've
know
got they
Ariel
got a
used.
bodysuit on her
Yep.
or him, whatever. It's a
Hmm.
bodysuit, it's not that's just look
It's
for the
not the
Adam's
bra.
apple, see if that's there.
If they actually have a guy
It is.
doing this and that gets done, it's gonna tank this quicker than Drano clears out a clog.
This is so
It's
frumpy.
it's
I
it's it's
can't. I
The side
can't.
profile there, her nose looks really big, and I don't know if it's the lighting or if that's the actual actor's, like, side profile of their face. I don't know many women that have a nose like that.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
think it's the lighting. I don't think that's her real nose. I think it's just the way the
Okay.
lighting is, but
It could be.
but the suit and the tail looks like crud.
It looks horrible. It really does.
it looks like something you would make at home with your kid or your kids would try to make. "Look, mommy, I made my own mermaid tail," and it would look something like that. Just a bunch of towels, like, wrapped around them.
Looks horrible. Like, case in point. Okay.
It's like
Now
Eric the Red went
that's
cross-dressing
that's
and
what
grew a tail.
That's what it's supposed to look like. That's what her tail is supposed to look like. It's supposed to be like this shimmery scale pattern going on. And what these people have here is it looks like they just took pieces from a curtain and sewed it together.
Yeah, it looks like a quilt. It's got like a quilt pattern when you look at it.
It does. It does. And
It
granted,
doesn't have scales.
no, every mermaid costume you see, it's like it's very it's either got shimmery scales or a shimmery pattern or something like that. Not like this.
It looks like a sushi
And I'd be
roll.
one of yeah, I'd be one of those kids I walk out of the theater and be like, "That was an ugly Ariel."
Yes,
Because kids have no filters and
I
they'll just
know it's
what,
I
you
know
know?
it's coming, and I'm counting on the kids to call this out the same way they called it out at that god awful Beauty and the Beast sing along in the France Pavilion where they cut the songs off like halfway through, and the kids are like, where's the rest of the song at?" This is so not good, but I will be seeing it, so I will let you know
I'm sorry.
just how bad it is.
I'm sorry for you.
Well, I
Yeah.
fall on that grenade for y'all, so you don't have to. Or should you decide to see it, you know what you're in for. Okay. 'Cause I am not, as somebody who loved the original show, like, I'm not saying that I just loved the original show. Like, I had to sing in the original show, went with friends. Some of us were not quite sober at times, but we didn't care because we were going to go in here and we were going to sing all the songs that were in it. And not just that, but like people who had their kids and their grandkids. It's like they all grew up watching the animated film, and you can relive that experience with this, with this stage show. So I'll let you know. It's like white chicks sucking in. I can feel the leather. That scene was crazy. And Goofar 35, I agree. It would not be bad if this were a standalone budget project, not an official Disney production. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it's. We look at it and it's like it's not. It's not Disney.
It's not Disney quality.
No, no, not at all.
Well,
Oh,
they really have an amazing ability to ruin their own characters, don't they? They did it with that show, Once Upon a Time. I watched
Mhm.
it and it was cringe after so many seasons. But you're just like hooked because you just want to see it through. You want to see what stupidity of the writing they're going to come around the bend with next in the story and the characters. And I'm sitting here like, wow, two hooks, two evil queens.
Mhm.
I'm like, what? You guys couldn't have corrected that with the whole time travel thing where one just canceled out the other. You really had to bring into the fold, doubles. I don't know, it got really weird, after what, the 4th
Yeah.
season, I wanna say? 3rd or 4th season.
I
I
got
just
past into the first season and that was it. I was done.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it, but
You're
I
not
will
missing anything.
say, okay, sounds like I wasn't.
No, don't start because that's just gonna waste your time. I looking back, I'm like, "Dang, that's time I can't get back."
You'd be better off rewatching Stargate series.
Mm,
Ooh, I do that. I do that. But yeah, to basically say it, Disney has no plan when it comes to Epic and costume wise. And I know the answer Tom's going to give. Costume wise, if you compare this to what we saw at Cirque Arcanu, what would you say?
This was made in kindergarten with unsupervised children.
see, I told you, it's what kids have come up with at home, where they just wrap
Mm-hmm.
towels around themselves,
This,
and, "Look,
this,
mommy,
this,
look, I
this,
made a
this looks
tail."
like it was made without any really thought other than, hey, we have to do this in 10, 15 minutes to get this presented. And it's crazy.
And how many years has it been gone that they've had time to come
5,
up with a new show?
5.
5 years. And this is what we're getting? This is what, $190 to get into a park gets you?
Mhm.
Disney,
This
come on.
this is what we're getting, and it's a darn shame. But how many costuming people have left Disney and are now working at Universal? I'm just saying. And yes, Braylon, if they did House of Mouse from Toon Disney, that would be perfect. Especially that one, what was it, Mickey's House of Villains? I think that was really good. If they would have done that. Hey, Max, relax. Good seeing you. Says Hail to Reina in chat. Well, there's 102 of you guys here between X and between YouTube. So, welcome to the Resort Recon podcast. Now, we're going to get over to what we've been waiting to do, which, of course, is Epic Universe. So, this is the message from Mark Woodbury, Chairman and CEO, Universal Destinations and Experiences.
Woodbury. I'm the Chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation.
Okay, did y'all see Spielberg?
No. What?
I'll play it again, but I just saw
Combined
Steven
with
Spielberg.
unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
That is so cool. I mean, I missed this opening message, and let's see, BR Guy says they played a message from Spielberg during the opening ceremony. Yeah, I did hear that. I did hear that.
But
And
it was
yes,
recorded.
he is. Because there's, I forget how many Spielberg projects that are already in the Universal parks. But wow, I mean, I can't even describe what it's like when you first walk into the park at Epic Universe and when you leave at night. Like, I was exhausted and I didn't want to go home.
Yeah.
I did not want to go home. Like, I don't want to go home. I
And
want to
that was
see
a short
Spielberg.
day
Mhm.
compared to what they're going to be open. I'm in for it this coming Wednesday.
Yeah.
Gotta
We
get
just
your
had a
walking
launch,
shoes
Lorena.
on.
My house is shaking. Pardon me. I want to mute
Ah,
this up for
no
a second.
worries. No worries. So just to show, because remember, people were asking me on stream, I think it was when I went to see the Pointer Sisters, well, what time should we get there if we're going to opening day? I had said that at the very latest, you should be in line at the parking plaza booth by 6 a.m. And I said that was a drop dead time. You should be there. This is Epic Universe parking at 5:20 a.m. opening day. and I knew this was going to
It's
happen.
5:20 a.m. Good Lord.
5:20 a.m.
Oh, I am not a morning person.
There's no way. Honestly, when we showed up, it wasn't. We got there a little bit as it opened. It wasn't that bad on the preview. So I don't get why they're going that early. I mean, even if you get an hour early into the park, the only thing that was open was Nintendo World. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, it's kind of like the same thing that happened when Galaxy's Edge opened. So for those of you who are paying attention to what happened with Galaxy's Edge, and I got to give props to Braden at Mickey Views because he was covering the whole entire thing. I was like, what do you mean a parking plaza? People are out there. I think they were out there at like 4 because you had Star Wars fans. Granted, this was before we knew what it was going to look like. We thought it was going to be original trilogy. That's why folks were really hyped up for it. But yeah, they were out there this early because this is also, not only is it the first day, but it's like the first day that had already been advertised with ticket sales and all of that. You've got the locals who were trying to go. And then you also have some of the content creators who either couldn't go during the previews or said, hey, we're going the first day so we could capture that first day of an opening park. So if you're a vlogger, well, not me, because I'm not getting up this freaking early. I'm sorry. I would already have a hotel reservation so I could walk into the park instead of sitting in this long parking line here to get in. But yeah, this happened. 5:20 a.m. And of course, this is from Resort TV 1. They actually went during the past load of previews too. Yeah, I saw you guys there the 17th too. How you doing? So let's see. Also, Universal Epic Universe opening day. Gates open early to lines of fans. Now, I thought this was actually pretty cool right here. Gates open at 6 a.m., so the park opened early. So fans couldn't wait to be the first to ride rides, watch the shows, eat at themed restaurants, and explore everything Universal Epic Universe has to offer. And the park clearly couldn't wait either. Gates opened at 6 a.m. And though the park wasn't open to schedule until 9 a.m., it welcomed in visitors 2 hours early.
That's insane. That I didn't realize.
I had to wonder because when I was flipping on the YouTube with the live streams, I'm like, it was before 9 a.m. Eastern time. And I'm like, I thought the park didn't open till 9. And people are already there live streaming. Yeah, I had to wonder if they opened early.
Well, here's the thing about parks, and it's a little bit of inside baseball. The time that they say the park opens, that's actually the time that the rides are open for you to get on. And I learned that going to the Magic Kingdom because I'm like, wait a minute, park doesn't open till 9, but yet people are already in the park at like 8. And by what I mean in the park, like they're in the hub, they're on Main Street, USA. It's just that the entry to all of the other lands in the park at Magic Kingdom aren't opened up until official open time, unless you're a hotel guest. So that's what it is. So when you see park open time, that's pretty much when you're allowed to get on the attractions. But they will let you in early. So in the case of Epic Universe, you get entry into Celestial Park. So you can, hopefully Starbucks is freaking open at the time. You can go to the Starbucks, you can go to the gift shops. And if you are, put this up, if you're trying to get one of these power-up bands, okay, there is literally an express line for you to buy a power-up band because there's too many freaking people.
That line was nuts.
Insane. I'm like, what the? Yeah, so they had them all on like a spinner rack. So you go there, pick the one you want off the spinner rack, and then get the separate line to check out just to get power bands. And they probably did that so people weren't slamming the gift shops in Super Nintendo World. I had never seen anything like that before, but it was flipping genius.
It was less busy when you got your wand compared to that power-up line. And that tells you something. That power-up line was just intense when we walked in.
It was crazy.
We were like, is that the line to get in the park? And the cast member was like, no, that's just to buy power-up bands. And me and Linda are like, okay, well, we don't need one of those. See you later.
And unlike the what the heck were those things? The Magic Band Pluses that did not work at all. Activating this was so flippin' easy on the app. 2-3 steps, boom, you're done. They work from day one. Day one. Strap it on, you're hitting the blocks. If you're in the queues, if you touch the touch point, it does like special cool effects. And just everywhere, even some of the interactive items. If you go in the Donkey Kong country, they have like a couple of those you can hit your power band and it shows things and does different effects and stuff like that. At night, there's like mini games that you can go into in Super Nintendo World and do with your Magic Band. There's even a couple of physical things that you can do. This power-up band is so worth the money. Works from flipping day one. I think it's got like a standard watch battery. I think that's in it. So no special charging equipment that you need for this. But yeah, I mean it's like a slat band that goes on. So no fidgeting with like holes and everything like on the one from Disney. It's got a QR code on the back. You scan that, boom, pops into the app. And you can see like all the rankings because there's like Team Peach, whatever team it is that you have your band, it shows you the points like for the day and even individual scores.
So it's like they do it to Harry Potter. That's cool.
Yes, exactly the same thing. So that was really cool. Well, let me run this. This is from local news.
The state of Florida saw a record 142.9 visitors last year alone, and that number is probably sure to increase next year now that there's a brand new theme park opening up in Orlando.
He's got a wand. Did you see that? Here, I'm going to blow it up for you guys. He's got a wand.
A record 142.9 visitors last year alone. And that number is probably sure to increase next year now that there's a brand new theme park opening up in Orlando. Universal Epic Universe has been years in the making. It's expected to generate up to $2 billion for Florida's economy and more than 17,000 jobs nationwide because of this brand new park. So are you going to visit? I tell you what, I've had a chance to spend 3 days in the park and it is absolutely epic. There's no better word to describe it. But before you go, you have to get here to Orlando. There's plenty of options for you. Unfortunately, one isn't just waving a magic wand, but don't worry, we have you covered. It's the biggest theme park opening in decades. Universal Epic Universe features 5 new themed lands, including Super Nintendo World, How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, Harry Potter's Ministry of Magic, and Dark Universe. So you're ready to visit. What are your travel options to get there from South Florida? Driving will take you 3.5 to 4 hours. It's the most flexible and family and budget friendly. Brightline will also take about 3.5 hours, but you get to sit back and relax and don't have to worry about traffic.
You're muted.
Yep, she's muted.
Wrong thing.
Yeah.
I was going to say, remember when Disney noped out of the Brightline project to have a stop, like I think like near Disney Springs? They were like, nah, we're not gonna put money into it. Universal's like, yeah, we'll put money into it. So we have a Bright Line stop. They're supposed to be building a Bright Line station outside of Epic Universe. So for right now, the Bright Line train, it stops at Orlando International Airport, and then you can get transportation from there. But eventually, there will be a Bright Line stop right at Epic Universe, and it's such a more economic
So
option.
if they have it from where I am to go over there, ooh,
Oh, that'd be amazing. You wouldn't have to take your car and no wear and tear in your car, no traffic. Just boom, boom, you're there.
I mean, it's only 45 minutes as it is, but
hmm
if I can do that, that's okay. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, you don't have to drive, which is
Plus, it's a
nice.
fun
Let
adventure
somebody
for the
else do
kids.
it.
Flying is the fastest and can be affordable, but you need to allow time for airport delays and transfers. Once you get here, make sure you're prepared. Unless you're heading up and going back home the same day, you're going to need a place to stay. Here's something to keep in mind. Epic Universe is about 15 minutes south of Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, Volcano Bay, and City Walk. There are 11 Universal hotels in all, including 3 brand new options near Epic Universe.
Now, Stella Nova and Terra Luna are literally across the street. So there's like a separate I won't say well, there's an entry gate that you go in. So literally all you walk is across the street. And those hotels are like what, like a little bit like 200, a little bit less than $200 a night, but you walk across the street. And
Terra
there's a
Luna and
park.
Stella Nova, just outside the park, and the Helios Grand Hotel, which is actually inside Epic Universe with its own park entrance. For a budget-friendly option, Endless Summer Surfside and Dockside are great for families looking to save money, and they're conveniently located between the 2 Universal areas.
Those 2 are the cheapest, Surfside and Dockside, cheapest with respect to price. If you have a large family, you can get suites at both of those. And for what you get and the price, you cannot beat it. I got a 1-bedroom suite with a pass holder discount. I want to say for $150, and it was around Christmas time. So you had a 1-bedroom suite. You had, of course, the 2 queen beds that were like out, called the living room area, but you also had a kitchenette. So that's another way that you could save money. So when we went, I checked in, I went to Trader Joe's, which is down on Sand Lake Boulevard, got all the food and snacks and everything and brought it back there. So those 2 are great options. And actually those 2, the Endless Summer Resorts, are closer to Epic than the other ones. And yes, there's bus transportation.
Or you can stay near the 3 other Universal parks because all 11 hotels offer early park access and shuttle service, making it easier to beat the crowds and stay close to the action.
Oh,
shoot.
look at
Take
that.
a look at this video from just a short time ago when they opened up the parking lot. You see the cars coming into the parking lot. The fans and park lovers who want to be the first ones to experience Epic Universe. And we want to come back out here live because there's been another new development. They have actually opened up the gates to allow some of the fans and some of the park goers to line up at the ticket queues where they're going to take on the facial recognition. Remember, the technology here is state of the art. It's the most technologically advanced park. So they're going to scan their faces, the facial recognition that we talked about yesterday during our tech package. Well, they'll scan their faces, Constance, and then when they go through the park, they'll have a chance to use that facial recognition to open up lockers, to go through the fast passes, to get on to the rides like Battle at the Ministry.
And that's what we talked about. Tom and I did the facial recognition for the lockers. When you get to the ticket check-in, which is right after you go through security, Click your passes, scan your face, boom, you go right in. It's way smoother
And
than
the
Disney right now.
Frankenstein experiment, the Stardust Racers, the list goes on and on and on.
Well,
But you
Chris,
see them there.
yeah, it's a lot of people out there, and no big surprise. Something you mentioned to me, though, that this is a brand new park, so a lot of the trees haven't really come in. So it's a big park, lots of fun, but it's going to be hot if you head out.
Yeah, there's finding shade is a challenge. It is a brand new park, as you mentioned. The trees are going to grow and the canopies will develop. Celestial Park is absolutely breathtaking with the landscaping, and once that fills in, it's going to help out a lot. But the tips and tricks: you bring water, you bring shade, you bring a nice hat to keep you covered. And you see a lot of those people there. You see the gentleman behind me; he's got the big Yoshi hat.
Yep, I got my Yoshi hat. That is courtesy of Chef Nation. I've got my Yoshi hat over there. I forgot to bring it. That was my fault. But
Where'd you put your wand?
where
You have a wand stand, right?
I have a wand stand, but I have my bag as well that you can only get over in the Wizarding World over at Epic Universe. As far as I know, got spot for your wand. Bags, got a coin purse in it. I love it. I freaking love this thing. It is worth the $70 that I paid. Yeah, I passed by it once.
I'm wearing this today.
Oh, the Slytherin. Yeah. That's that shop as soon as you exit the Battle of the Ministry. Such cool stuff they got in there.
I definitely want to get something else from there this Wednesday. I just don't know what.
There's so much stuff. I mean, it's like shut up and take my money. The whole park is literally shut up and take my money. It just, the prices are higher than over at the studios, but there's merch in this park that you can't get anywhere else. They finished that construction. Okay, Florentin, because I'd take Kirkman to get around that for right now. Opening day was lower temperature than the days on either side of it. Wizardry may have been involved. I would
Does
say
Universal, do they have an online shop? Disney's got Shop Disney. Does Universal have their equivalent
Yes.
of that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Because probably hit that up first.
Yeah, they do. So make sure that you check. It's not everything, but it's a good amount of stuff. I think I have the Aura wand stand. I think you can get that one. You can get that one there as well. Here's my question that I want to know. Is the Cosme Adracor bag up there? I'm just asking.
I haven't seen it on their shop. I
Does
didn't
it
see it when I
honor
was
your? Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Erica, you were saying?
Oh, does it honor your annual pass discount?
Yes.
Because Disney's doesn't.
Yes. Oh, you mean the online store? That's a
Yeah.
good question. I don't
Yes,
know.
it does. I found out it does.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Yeah,
Nice.
that's
You have to go into the pass holder side, and then it
the pass holder portal. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That bag. That's all I'm going to say. And they know they've got you.
you know what I want, Lorena. You've seen that holster thing. I definitely want that.
Yes, I have seen that. It's so much good stuff. But the Weasley twins, okay. So many celebrity sightings, but this one is my favorite. This is my favorite. The Weasley twins and Professor Flitwick, aka you've got Warwick Davis, James Phelps, and Oliver Phelps. So they were there at the grand opening of Portal, the Ministry of Magic. This is so cool. Seeing them walk in there. Girl, yes, you and me both. So that's courtesy of Laughing Place, and they have got this really, really nice page that's up here where they captured going over there to Epic Universe. So here's a portal opening. Thank you guys so much for having these videos so I don't have to. Up this up a little bit. And the music at this park is insanely good.
Fellow explorers and friends, as you traverse through Celestial Park today, I hope you've had the chance to experience the celestial wonders crafted by our proto-cosmic engineers. Harnessing cosmic energy, they've brought to life spectacular attractions like the racing comets of stardust racers and the whimsical creatures of constellations.
So this person up there is a celestial.
Celestial. Has led us to many other fantastical worlds, teeming with dragons.
And yet, BR guys, the Weasley twins are always in Orlando.
Now, it is time to gather the cosmic energy of Celestial Park and unlock the final world in our epic and stars to chart. Beyond this gate,
look at the smoke.
Magic, with witches, wizards, and beasts fantastic.
Oh, I didn't know that effect was there.
You didn't see the ports when you were looking through. They hide them really well.
Oh my gosh, there's a demiguise.
I'll remind you that our assignment is to create a report for our parametrical creatures.
I saw the Dark Universe one. I wondered what the other portals did.
I haven't seen any of them yet.
I watched them all.
I have some books to help us with this.
That is so cool.
What? You don't know the monster book of monsters. It's only the greatest collection of beasts, creatures, and more outside of fantastic beasts.
Beauxbaton, Ivor, was it? Ivormony or Livermony?
See, here it is. A demiguise. Peaceful, omnivorous, and can make itself.
This is insane, the live entertainment that they have at the park.
Whoever they have playing in that demiguise costume pulls it off pretty good.
They are really good. They have the mannerisms down and everything. When I first saw it, I'm like, I don't know what that is, but it moves like a mystical creature. Hey, DL Fandom. I got the name of the American Magic Academy wrong.
We're coming.
It's a guy with a Brooklyn accent. These three I've seen in bids elsewhere. Oh, this is so cool. And all the Harry Potter nerds just went nuts.
All right, everyone. One's at the ready.
Because a world of fantastic beasts and magical creatures awaits you all. The wizarding world of Harry Potter, the Ministry of Magic, is right beyond this portal.
So, follow us for your next epic adventure. Come this way, everyone.
I would thoroughly lose my mind if I was there for this.
I wouldn't known this was happening. I'm telling you.
But it's just dealing with all of those people. But thank you so very much, Laughing Place, for capturing that for us. So that is so darn amazing to check that out. So yep, that's the Ministry of Magic. Guess who this guy is right here to the lower right? Y'all are gonna crack up.
That's the guy from
Isn't that the guy who did Tony Baxter did a
Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Splash Mountain. Yep. Even Disney legend Tony Baxter, known for his incredible work at Walt Disney Imagineering, including the original Journey into Imagination Pavilion at Epcot, Indiana Jones Adventure at Disneyland. I'm kind of annoyed that y'all did not mention Splash Mountain, but we know what's up. Spotted touring this fantastic wizarding world. Now, this is just me. I'll put on my tinfoil mini ears. It wouldn't surprise me if Universal maybe talking to him about doing projects at either at Epic Universe or the other parks. I mean, how awesome of a coup would that be if Universal got Tony Baxter?
Ooh.
Talk about a big middle finger to Disney.
Well, didn't
then at that point, I would definitely be talking to my family member about you're rich. Go back to Disney.
Didn't Disney fire him?
No, it was layoffs from COVID.
That's
Yeah,
the same thing.
he got laid off. What happened with a lot of the Imagineers is, I would say de facto fired because they pushed out Joe Rohde, then hired him back as a consultant. They pushed out Tony Baxter, but then brought him back as a consultant on Tiana's Bayou Adventure and then gagged him with the NDA. So that's what happened. And Imagineering has gone through a brain drain. I mean, they had one before when they laid off a whole bunch of Disney Imagineers and Universal scooped them up. And they're like, no, we're not giving them back. We're keeping them, which is why Islands of Adventure looks the way that it does. And then you have Epic Universe looking the way that it does. And Epic Universe is literally the hub and spoke design of Magic Kingdom plussed up. That is literally what it is. So if Tony Baxter, I mean, it's not a coincidence, I think, that he showed up at Epic Universe. Which I think in a way, to kind of flip off Disney, but at the same time, again, would not be surprised if Universal Creative is like picking its brain. What can we do to get you to work for us? I mean,
Hey, Disney's stupidity is somebody else's, treasure.
It's something else. I wonder how much Tiana's ride pissed him off because I doubt it was up to his quality of standard. It wasn't. They just hired him so they could gag him with the NDA. And I think Tony Baxter had said as much. That attraction did not have his blessing. They just brought him on to make it look good. Like, oh, Tony Baxter's working on it. Nah. Goodwood deal. There's even a bride photo of Tony on Ministry I saw floating around Twitter. Yes, I did see that. Battle at the Ministry is the most advanced attraction at Epic Universe. So that's cool. Just seeing him there as well. Oh, and this is that dark universe with everybody. Bride of Frankenstein, Victoria. Frankenstein's monster, let me be specific. Victoria Frankenstein, Igor, who is a star on TikTok, and the Invisible Man, who is also a star on TikTok. So let's check out the portal opening. I haven't seen this. So thanks again, Laughing Place, for getting this. Danny Elfman music, folks.
Welcome back, explorers. Another day of adventure and discovery awaits. I look forward to hearing the stories of your journeys thus far in this world and the worlds beyond the portals. You explorers follow in the footsteps of some of our most famous Celestians, like Vincent Various.
Sorry to interrupt, but if you notice on the portals, those are skulls that are in there.
Yeah,
You can't really
motif. I just love it.
It's so cool. You can't really see it from far away, but the closer you get, you can see like the skulls that are intertwined in there. It looks so awesome. Reminds me of Sleepy Hollow.
Born with an insatiable wanderlust and a deep curiosity for the inner workings of the worlds around him.
Yeah, I saw this one. It was really good.
The only way to discover new things is to stay curious. Or Maya of the skies, an intelligent and
the flickering lights.
explorer says that when we explore the entire universe,
The portals are fun attraction as it is. It's like you could sit there and look at them and find different things on them. Like as we were walking through, I was looking for smoke generators and all that stuff. How they did the screens for the effects. It's just like, how'd you do that? What's going on?
Hey Dan, we're checking out the portals, courtesy of Laughing Place. They got this video. I'll put a link to their channel in the description box. I love that smoke effect. I want that thing going on for Halloween.
Fireworks going off too.
Wow. And
Fire effect.
Fire.
I love this.
That's cool.
This is so awesome. Bride of Frankenstein. I need that wig. I'm just saying. Visible Man. And there's Igor. We met Igor.
Wait till Dr. Victoria comes out. And, yeah.
Can you three don't touch anything or anyone?
I love her outfit.
Welcome. There's so many Igor. Excellent work. I am Dr. Victoria Frankenstein. Today, you chosen few will witness my greatest discovery yet. And together, we will finish what my great-great-grandfather started. Did you know? They called Henry a monster. They were afraid of what he had done.
PL, Igor is the star.
There is nothing to fear. Now, these people are friends.
And look at Frankenstein's. Oh my gosh. Look at the detail.
He is amazing. Better than the original. They all are. For years, I have studied and controlled the monsters that prowl the darkness. Now, only one remains. I invite you all to the manor to bear witness to my ultimate challenge. The last piece of the puzzle. Your help, the world will never see the next Frankenstein the same again. Our greatest victory is moments away. Bring these people to the castle, Igor. I must prepare.
Yes, Doctor. Go on, get down here.
I love how they took lines from the Q line, like the pre-show, and they brought it here for lines. How she's like, they're our friends.
Oh my gosh, he's got a severed.
He's got a leg. Gotta love it.
Like it's just another day. Oh, that's so awesome. The smoke behind all of the gravestones and all of that. It is just insane. Oh my gosh. Okay. "12-year-old and me just started jumping up and down and screaming because this is the land. Dark Universe is the land I didn't know I needed. But this is the one that I have been waiting for ever since they put it together over in Japan. Like, I was in tears when I saw Super Nintendo World. You open up and in the portal and you just see everything. Oh my gosh. Yep, same, Dan. Same.
However, the adventure is
And I'm
far
not
from over
ashamed.
with so much yet to see and do. Have you yet to marvel the Chronos on the mechanical wonder propelled by the forces of time and space? It calls out to explorers, inviting us to play in Celestial Park. These Celestians believe that when we engage in play, the Celestial Park plays back. Cosmic
Look
energy
at
is
all of the
created when
the
explorers and
landscaping. This is what
Celestians
cracks
engage
me up. They
in their
went
creative, playful,
really
and
extra
explorative
with it.
nature. The spark of a new idea, the pursuit of a daring adventure, the radiant excitement produced when discovering something new, all of these create cosmic energy. Once again, it's time to enter a portal to a world where one can
They have the
play and also
characters
a world filled
in
with
the
color,
portal.
fun, and endless adventure. With sun and stars, the moon and time, the chronos spins and worlds align. For if you seek with curious heart, your compass true and stars to chart. Beyond escape on a world of play, with epic fun, fill your day.
I only got to see Mario and Luigi. I did not see Donkey Kong and Princess Peach. No way. I'm so sad I missed Princess Peach. But the meet and greet line for Mario and Luigi was crazy long. Look how they move though. Yep, rabbits and reels. The music is what nails it. The music and all the effects. And confetti. Yeah, Goof R35. Yeah, that's a and all this confetti. Oh my gosh. There's some kind of mechanic that goes to the Donkey Kong outfit. I think Marvin was talking about it. So those are two side doors that they came out of. It's really cool. So yeah, that was the opening ceremony. At this Super Nintendo World, you actually go up escalators. And when you do, all you hear are the effects of like the warp pipe as you're going up the escalator. It is so flipping cool. Yeah, the portal music is beautiful. I have it recorded and going to post it soon. Yes, it is. The music is amazing. Oh my gosh. Every world, the music is just perfect and set to the land, especially Nintendo, Super Nintendo World. It is crazy. So yes, here is the Isle of Berk opening. Again, I love Isle of Berk. It's so fun. This one is going to be super popular with families, especially families with young kids, just because of how it's laid out, everything that's going on, and especially the meet and greets with the characters. Oh wow, this one's 10 minutes long. Okay. I'll end with this one.
to Celestial Park. I am Solaris, a spinner of tales and a shaper of life and celestial energy. I am one of the celestial guides you will find here in Celestial Park. Celestial Park is an ancient world brimming with lush greenery and flowing waterfalls. Inventors and poets have written ballads of this garden world, which have been the source of inspiration for many of the greatest inventions and discoveries that we have come to know. Within Celestial Park,
Celestial Park is like a Victorian pleasure garden.
to other fantastical worlds that are just waiting to be discovered. We now stand in front of one of those portals. A portal to a world of tall mountains and steep cliffs. In this place, the Isle of Verge. Dragons and humans live together in harmony as friends. Now is time to gather the cosmic energy of Celestial Park and activate this portal to another world. With sun and stars, the moon and time, the chrono spins and worlds align. For if you seek with curious heart, your compass true and stars to chart. Beyond this gate, find a rocky isle, where Vikings and dragons greet you with a smile.
Wow, a real script. And there they are.
This is Burke, the best kept secret this side of.
And there's Stormfly. Stormfly, Astral Dragon
like
walks
much,
around.
But it packs more than a few surprises. So join us in a place where the service soars, the cuisine is fiery, and the locals are as colorful as you get. This is our paradise. Life here is amazing, but it's not for the faint of heart. Did I mention we have dragons?
Lots of dragons.
Lots and lots of dragons. Well, what are you waiting for? Who's ready to come face to face with a fire-breathing dragon? That's the Viking spirit. To Burke!
That Rough Nut and Tough Nut, they are crazy. I have video where Tough Nut basically video bombed the recording I was taking because I was recording the meet and greet with Hiccup.
Thanks so much for taking the opportunity to talk to us about how to train your dragon.
Oh, okay. So I guess they have an interview going on right there, but I wanted to show you guys the opening of each. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the night lights? I didn't get to see them during the preview. Tom, did you get to see any of the night lights out?
No, because we remember we got hit with rain and we just got to walk through there and that was it.
That's right. I was so looking for these, but they weren't out. But looks like they were opening day. Yes, Pouncer and Dart, and there's a third one. I forget what the name is. If you go in the little hut that's near the meet and greet for Toothless, if you go in there, that's where you can get the little surprise eggs. They have the ceremony where if you get one of the eggs, a ceremony, and then open up and reveal which dragon you have. If you look up above where you check out, all three of the night lights are in a hammock sleeping. It's so cute. It's so cute. You just have to see it.
And find me, Legburn Goose Knuckle, for all your goose farming needs. Thank you. You want a fish? Yeah, you want it. Come on. You gotta come with me to get it. We're gonna go fight Dart. We're gonna go fight Roughrunner.
And yes, that is a Boston Dynamics robot.
Gonna say that.
You want the fish? Let's go, buddy.
So that's the skeleton that's in it. And then it's controlled. It follows the team member's command, but then it has a secondary control. And there's Stormfly.
Okay.
That's
so sometimes,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. You look very confident. You look
Sometimes she's over at the Toothless
Don't
meet and
be.
greet
Trust me.
too, when they're like both together. You see Toothless and Stormfly.
So thanks, Ryan. Congratulations on the upcoming Open.
That's so cool. That is so cool. So
They didn't do the flying dragon drones. That would have been all over the internet.
I have a feeling they're waiting for that for some reason.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if it's an effect that they're trying to refine or what, but yeah, I was like, where's the flying dragons?
I think they're going to come off that that tower that's in. Remember the high tower with that perch up there?
Yeah,
I guarantee they're going to launch from there and come down. And maybe it's weather or something like that, but it's going to be interesting. I think, or it could even be getting clearance for flight paths and stuff.
You know what? I didn't
That's
even think
true.
about that. Yeah, I did not think about that. They are just so cute. I tell you, Isla Burke is a land that it's so cool going there. Even if you have not seen the movies, after you go, you will want to see the movies. Of course, there's a live action version that's coming out. Say what you want about live action. I saw the new trailer in the theater, and kids were flipping out. I saw footage of the scene where Hiccup gets to ride Toothless for the first time, and that scene where he gets thrown off of Toothless and they both come falling down. It's so cool. Oh my gosh. The photography is just amazing. That movie's gonna make a crap ton of money. I'm telling you that right now. It so is. Oh my gosh. This Epic Universe is nothing short of amazing for real. It is. I want to say going to that park reminded me of what the Magic Kingdom used to be like, when you'd be, whether you were in front of the castle or that area there, or just going in the individual lands, just that magic, just that, how did they do that? The entertainment that's there when you're meeting the actual characters. Like, we met Astrid. She was just walking around. She came over to talk to Camera Girl and was just like, "Oh, I like your armor," and all of that. And I had on my polarized Oakley sunglasses, and she's like, "Ah, were you a dragon rider?" I'm like, yes, I am. She's like, "Yeah, I could tell by your goggles that that you had on."
That's cool.
And the live entertainment, I really got to hand it to Universal for this. The live entertainment really brings this park together. I mean, when you see people interacting with the characters, even Camera Girl got to meet Igor. And she was like, "Have a good day," and he's like, "You have a horrible day." He even took her umbrella that she had on. It was just so amazing. DL says, "Yes, Lorena, and this, it has all the positive energy that Epcot used to have, but has lost, especially with the fountains." I cannot emphasize enough how awesome the fountains are. And it's not just the fountains that are in front of Helios. There are the fountains that are also throughout Celestial Park, and they're all coordinated with the color and the movement and everything. It is awesome. Ride the Celestial Carousel. The Celestial Carousel is one of the coolest things that I've ever been on. It's not just one one rotating panel like your traditional merry-go-round. There's 5 different moving platforms. So they all move. And it's so cool with the music that they have going on. You can see Helios, you can see like the water show. It is amazing what they have going on there. It's like, I don't want to go home. I just want to stay here and ride the Celestial Carousel. I'm a little mad about how short the ride is.
It was short.
It was really short.
You and my wife were like, "What do you mean it's over?"
Yeah. I did not want to get off at this. I really didn't. It was like somebody went in my brain and said, if we could create the ultimate carousel for you, what would it look like? It would look like that. My other beef with that, with the celestial carousel, is that the peacock vehicle that wasn't open to anybody. So I don't know if it was specifically for people who are physically challenged. I don't know. But you can't put a peacock in there and me not wanna me not wanna ride that one. Oh, I saw him, Dan, and Camera Girl got to meet the Invisible Man. There's two personalities to the Invisible Man. That's kind of interesting. There's the one that's the really polite gentleman meet and greet, and then there's the one that just roasts the heck out of you.
I like the roaster. That was fun. That guy was intense. He was an awesome actor, and that lady didn't know whether to burst out in laughter or cry and take offense. It was great when he did that to her.
I think I have that on my
You
phone.
do. You
Okay,
do.
I gotta go.
There's more to it also. It was like, oh my God.
It was great. It was great. Yes, the carousel was so much more fun than expected. Yes, and here's what cracks me up is they have the like electronic dance music. It's like the music shifts from one ride to the next. So it's like they have one set of music and then they have another set of music. So not only does the carousel go forward and around, but it also goes backwards. So it kind of feels like a rave when you're there. Nate. It's so cool. Honestly, the main hub of Celestial Park is everything that Rivers of America was until Josh decided to bulldoze it. Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
when you go through
That's
Celestial Park. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Erica. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
yeah, that's a good way of putting it because you're changing the structure of the park, the map.
Mm-hmm. And with all of the water adds like a lively feel. Park. There's waters coming out of the pedestals up front when you first go in with the fire platforms, and then there's water all throughout the park, especially if you go to the Atlantic restaurant. That is like one of the best vantage points ever where it's like you feel like you are literally underwater between the steampunk fish that they have up there, which light up and move around.
Remember, they weren't moving when we were there.
That's right.
And I was watching a video, I think last night, and somebody was there at night with them moving. Yeah, me and Linda's like, I want to go back. I'm like, yeah, steer.
Like it's a hard twist of your arm.
Mm-hmm. It is that restaurant. I know I am so behind. I haven't done reviews, but if you are a fan of Jules Verne, if you are a fan of 2000 Leagues Under the Sea, you have got to go to the Atlantic restaurant. It is so darn cool in there. And even in front where Helios is, that whole fountain, it has AstroTurf area where you can just sit and just chill. You can kind of catch the mist off of the water, and it's a great place to go and just kind of chill out from all the activity. And there's so much space around there. That's probably one of the most underrated, I would say, right now. Places just chill out. And they actually have shade under like the benches where the arms of the benches all look like lions. That's really cool. And they have like a shade canopy on top of each one. But they are going to regret bulldozing Rivers of America. They really are. Yeah, we just talked about that earlier, Dan. Tony Baxter was touring Epic, and I'm putting my money on the fact, on the speculation that Universal is if they have not already, because we don't know, pulled Tony Baxter in probably as an advisor on some stuff. Because remember, they have the next phase they're already working on for the park. I can already tell that I would love the Atlantic, not just for the seafood, but the scenery. Yes, it is amazing in there. I cannot hype it up enough, especially the mermaid sculptures that are on the outside. They look really, really, really cool. Really
I still
cool.
like that dessert we got, that bucket with the stuff. Oh my God.
I'm
Yeah.
so behind with videos. I got to put that out there. That
I would so go back and just have that. It's like, I need a reservation for dessert, please. Thank you. It was that damn good. Yeah.
It reminds me of this dessert that the California Grill used to have before the chef up and left and the food went south. It was like this little dessert tray, like the same dimensions of like the Snickerdoodle Sandcastle one, but it had like an old-fashioned Coke bottle, and then you could like mix it with the ice cream and kind of like make a float. It was 3 different desserts. It was so cool on one platter. And then I took it. I was mad when that left because that was so inventive. And that's what that Sandcastle one reminded me of, with the little, they have like a little plastic shovel so you could move around the graham cracker sand, and it had gummy sharks.
The white chocolate starfishes were, yeah, and the seahorse. I'm just like, okay.
It was so good. It was so good. Mushroom
And
ceviche.
didn't know about that. I didn't catch
Yeah,
that.
I didn't know. I'm not really into mushrooms, but I like ceviche, so
Yeah.
that would be really cool to try. Huh. I got to go back because Camera Girl wants to go for her birthday, so I told her I'd take her. Something about that chill space at any Disney park. For most part, you have to go back to your hotel and chill, which is like 2 hours out of your day with buses, etc., etc. But keeping
Yeah.
you there and rested for more fun means you can keep spending money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's nice that, and I don't know if Universal, they may have done this unintentionally, but an added bonus is there seems to be plenty of space and areas if you have someone in your group that's on spectrum and you just kind of need to go to a quiet space for whatever reason, and you've got that kind of space to work with, where Disney has taken that out with Rivers of America.
Mm-hmm. Which reminds me, there's also I think it's called First Aid and Family Care station. I haven't had a chance to walk in there, but it looks like that's another spot where if you have someone on the spectrum, you can kind of go in there and chill. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, I happen to see that. I think it's like on the way towards Super Nintendo World. So that looked like a really interesting and needed addition. And yes, wasn't that good, Dan? The Yoshi smoothie with apple and melon and whipped cream on it, and with the mint
So good.
sprig that was in it. Yeah, you get it from Yoshi's Snack Island. It's so good. It tastes like an apple Jolly Rancher.
Oh,
It really,
yummy.
it does. They soft launched it when I went. So they didn't advertise that it was open. So not only can you go over there and get the Yoshi apple smoothie, but you can also get oh my gosh, it's not a calzone. What the heck is that darn thing? Either way, what you can get like a red shell and a blue shell. It's a smaller version of a stromboli, and it's killing me that I can't remember what the heck it is, but they were selling all that over there, and it was so cool.
My
I
biggest
didn't.
dilemma is where to eat next.
Yeah, I want to eat at the Red Dragon. I'm sorry, the Blue Dragon restaurant.
The Blue Dragon.
That's
it wasn't open when we were there that day.
Yeah, it wasn't open. That's where I want to go. That place looks that place looks like Mr. Chow's on steroids. It
I
really
was
Mr.
in
does.
Chow's? Is this a
There's
place in Orlando?
no, actually it's in New York. This
Never
Chinese
mind.
restaurant called Mr. Chow's. I'd seen it in movies, and one year when I went to New York, I said, you know what, I'm actually going to go to the Mr. Chow's Chinese restaurant so I can say that I went. I don't think it's there anymore, but it was such a cool experience going there. I loved it. I absolutely loved it being there. But yeah, it's a fusion, Asian fusion restaurant. Looks
Mm.
insane. The artwork outside that they have of the blue dragon statue is so cool and yet nightmare fuel at the same time. It does. It looks really cool and scary and cool at the same time. Oh, it was in London originally? Oh, okay. I always thought
Hmm.
Mr. Chow's originated in New York. Wow. I had dinner there once long ago, and John Cleese was at the next table. Ah,
cool.
cool. That is
Right.
very cool. I tell you, D.L. Fendel's been around, let me tell you. He's got such amazing, amazing stories. Let's see. And the designer cocktails are big name brands, not neutral spirits in fake juice for big bucks like Disney. Yeah, I didn't try the alcoholic drinks, but I know their bar, the bar at the Atlantic. Okay, so not yeah. If you're not going to eat, like sit down, go check out the bar for real. The bar is awesome, and yes, they got the name stuff there. I think I saw Sailor Jerry's rum, stuff like that they had. So yeah, next time I go, I have to try the drinks, but alcohol is expensive.
I gotta
So,
not drive, and then I could try the drinks.
hmm And oh, Dan went. He says, I had Blue Dragon yesterday. I had crispy orange chicken.
Hmm.
It's pretty good and a little pricey, but beautiful. Yeah, it's yeah, the prices are a little bit up there, but if you have the annual pass, which I'm sure you do, that kind of takes the edge off a little bit.
What was the portion like?
It was pretty good. I know the grouper, because
I'd
when
eat
we
that
all
again.
had that,
I would eat that again.
it was a nice, beautiful piece of grouper. Yeah, it was good. I still think about that, about that grouper because it was so good. It was so delicious. Rita, my wife, is laughing in the background saying she has no idea how much you've been around. I heard about it, but I don't know the extent of it. That's okay. So cool. So cool. Yeah, it's I can't wait to try the food, right? There's so much stuff that's still left at Epic to do. You cannot do Epic in one day. I mean, you could, but
We did, but it didn't. We got rained, and that killed what 2.5 hours on us.
hmm
Mm.
so we hid out in which
That was
is
fun.
my favorite place
That
to
was
hang out.
fun.
If it rains, go to the Burning Blade Tavern. It's in the back of Dark Universe. Go in there.
That was fun. Did you catch the effects in the roof where you see the lights where it looks like it's burning? I
Yes.
tried to film that. I was like,
Wow.
all the little details was so cool, and it does have a slightly burnt smell, like when you walk in there.
Smell?
It
Oh,
does.
It's just like a charred. It's like, wait,
like
did they
charred
really
wood?
sort of? It's like the different monsters that they have, like, busts of and different things, like, hey, killed it.
Mm.
That reference to the Thing, the ice block, was hilarious.
That was funny.
Yeah,
It
D.L.
it
Fendel. I was surprised to see how small it was too in videos.
Yeah,
yeah.
For
they
the crowd that Epic Universe is expected to have, I expected all the restaurants to be on the large scale.
the Burning Blade is basically a bar. They have the food where you get it on the outside, you can bring it on, but the inside you can only get drinks at the that bar in that part. Even
I
though it's the
see.
same building, they have it separated. But that steak place is huge on the inside compared
That
to the building.
steakhouse, yes,
Okay.
that steakhouse is huge, and there's different seating areas. It's so creepy in there. They have it down even to the like 18th, no, well, 19th century looking dishes that they serve everything on. So that place is cool. But yes, the Burning Blade it's really small, and most people go there to like look at the blades catch on fire. But if you can get a spot in there,
It's like a small
it,
pub.
yeah, it is. It is. And it's even got the wheel in the movie, where you can put your drinks on and everything. And speaking of the burning smell, do you remember the scene in Spaceship Earth where Rome is burning?
Yeah.
That's the smell that they pipe in there. And it's not like it's overwhelming. It's like you have to go around like eventually you'll catch a whiff of it. So they've done that really, really, really well. And yep, there's two formulas of gas so that you can see during the day, and then the one that they have at night. So whenever the bell tolls, that's when they're about to set the blades on fire.
Did you see the fire effect that goes up the windmill before the blades catch at night? The
Mm-hmm.
lighting? You can't see that during the day.
No.
I watched it. I was like, that is freaking awesome. But I do notice the night mixture don't get all the blades lit sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the gas isn't pressurized. I noticed that if the lowest one starts, as soon as it starts going up towards the top, it kind of doesn't ignite until it's interesting. I'm wondering how they're going to work on it. No, sorry, analyzing it.
No worries. I didn't know that there was a flame from the back. Well, I knew it, but I didn't know what it was because I caught the testing.
That's the
Okay.
pilot that comes out. So picture it like a big gas grill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they're going to have the gas go in there and the pilot light going, and then it lets the pilot kick it. So I think that they got to pressurize it first, sort of like a tank, and then ignite it with that thing. And I guess the pressurization, I don't know how it feeds back. I don't know how they monitor that, but it's cool because they got two different lines doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah. No worries. I'm missing out on these on these places.
Me too.
I love how they have the layout in Dark Universe, and it is my plan is to go there for Halloween. I know it's going to be swamped. I know it's going to be crazy, but I don't care.
I'm thinking of going there. My brother's supposed to be in town. So, yeah. I'm thinking that we're going to be doing that for Halloween.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are talking about. It is such a cool vibe. There are no electric like modern lighting that's outside at night when you go in the dark more. It's all like these flickering candles, and the well, it looks like it's red when it bubbles over with the smoke effect and everything. It's so cool. It's so cool over there. And I'm so glad this park is open. It is a lot of fun to go. I know some folks are just like, well, where's the shade at? Okay, well, you can go places to get shade. There's the stores you can go in. There's some places that have umbrellas over, but bring a hat, bring sunscreen, bring all that stuff. It is Florida. Florida will cook you even if you're outside under something. So, yeah.
Yeah. You can still get sunburnt in the shade, in the water, so you have to wear sunscreen.
Mm-hmm.
And give time for the trees to mature to add shade. It's going to take about 5 years for those trees to garner enough branches and leaves to have that extended shade.
Oh, this also brings up another point. You can get water at the freestyle machines. And there's also places where you can fill your water bottle
Do they let them
up.
for free at the freestyle machines? I didn't know
You can
that.
you can get water for free. Yeah. How I know that, I asked Camera Girl to get us some just some tap water, and she came back with these cups, and I'm like, "What are those for?" She said, "Oh, you can just go to the freestyle machine and get water dispensed for free." So
That's cool.
another thing that you can get to do. So I said that's a nice excuse me. So that's a nice touch. They can go and do that. So folks, we are going to wrap up this stream. Thank you so much for hanging out here on the Resort Recon Live podcast. We sure do appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Erica, what do you have going on? Let folks know about. Where are you going to be?
I don't know. I know I still haven't edited all that footage. It's from like what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago.
I'm sitting on about 3 hours of Epic Universe footage. Haven't had the chance to like digest because it's just so much of it. So don't even feel bad. Don't even feel bad. But I've seen you pop in on pro streams.
Yeah, just stream hopping, and I was invited to that Park Place stream, and I didn't even see the timestamp with the time difference. I thought the invitation was for today. It was for yesterday. I was like, oh, yeah, that was a
Oh, for
total
the
miss.
extra magic?
But is it morning magic or
Yeah,
extra
with the
magic?
morning magic extra one, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It's kind of getting convoluted in my head. All the streams.
Yesterday was an extra magic, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I missed it. I was out getting dinner and I didn't even, and the app that's used to all of us to communicate on behind scenes doesn't alert me all the time. The notifications seems to be hit or miss. So yeah, that's another thing. But anyway, yeah, just stream hopping. So, if you guys are Lorena's Spice Lounge, Resort Recon, WW Pro, T3PO,
all of
you'll
that.
find me hopping around.
All that. She's doing what I used to do back in the day. I'm like, I don't need my own channel. I'm just hopping on everybody else's channel and loving it. So
But in full disclosure, there have been some very serious, significant personal things going on in our family, which is what's been really delaying us on getting back into the groove with YouTube. Not that it I mean, it's a slow thing anyways. We're not looking to make money in this, but we've just had some things come up that we're dealing with, and it's going to take time. I can't promise when we'll be back.
Yeah, life happens.
But we will. It's just going to take time.
So go blow up the video she's got on her channel, folks. You know what to do. You know what to do. So Tom, where can people find you and what you got going on?
Well, I'm mod for a bunch of different people. Let's see, Pro Show, Park Place, your channel, Culture Casino. Let's see, Berry Place 28. And I got my own little thing going on with my little channel where eventually maybe I'll start doing more streams. I should have got the rocket launch today that I forgot about and all that fun stuff. I might be doing some guitar stuff. I have enough of them. Maybe I should. Other than that, I don't know. I don't want to offend or assault people's ears and eyes with my bad playing, but there you go.
No, I've heard some of your playing. It is not bad, but
Thank you. I let Reina hear a couple little jams, and I might have scared her a little bit. Some of it,
No.
I mean, you're better than me.
No,
don't
trust
want
me. You did not scare me at all. I love good music. I tell people my music tastes, there's like the core type of music that I love, and then there's the ones that are kind of like on the outskirts. I'm like, yeah, I like those too. Oh, great stream. Have a great day. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see. As for your girl, what day is it? Saturday. So 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, I'm having a watch party for the 1933 movie, The Invisible Man. I have never seen it. So we're going to be watching that tonight. And then Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, Welcome to Florida show. Special Florida Man Memorial Day edition. So you know it's gonna be crazy. Hey Tom, you want to pop in on that one?
I might.
I'll send you the link.
If I don't get dragged around Universal, I gotta touch base with Barry.
Okay, sounds good. So that's what we've got going on the 8th. Tomorrow at 8. And Monday night at 8 o'clock, I owe you guys a Doom gaming stream. So I'm too pretty to die, but y'all gonna see me die a lot. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I haven't played Doom in like years. This is like
Did
the
they make
first
it multiplayer?
I don't know if it's ever been maybe
They used to not be.
It used to not. I think Doom Eternal is multiplayer. I think. I was like, which one should I start with? They're like, start from the beginning. I was like, yeah, because I haven't played that in ages. So I'm gonna play that. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Well, folks, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please do make sure you are subscribed to all the folks on this channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Special shout out to Laughing Place for the videos that they shot for the opening day at Epic Universe. I'm going to have that link to their channel in the description box. I will see you all later. Take care. Bye.